Some major road closures are coming up, one of them happening this weekend, impacting drivers traveling through Brooklyn Center. Westbound Interstate 694 will be closed for what MnDOT describes as a mega maintenance project. MnDOT will close more than 6 miles of westbound 694 between I-35W and Arden Hills and Shingle Creek Parkway in Brooklyn Center. The closure will run from 10 p.m. Friday to 5 a.m. Monday. Eastbound lanes will remain open. MnDOT says the closure is necessary for bridge deck inspections, pavement fixes, and lighting repairs. And a reminder, starting July 14th, the Easy Pass toll lanes on Interstate 394 will be closed off to traffic, starting at Highway 100 in Golden Valley to downtown Minneapolis. The closure will last until November. MnDOT says crews will repair bridges and ramps during that time. MnDOT also says delays could be significant and encourages drivers to use alternate routes. It's been about a month since the city of Golden Valley put its police chief on administrative leave. It's a situation that has the city's mayor concerned.
As mayor, I should have been given a heads up if there had been concerns. And so to have gotten a heads up after he was already released, that doesn't sit well with me.
Golden Valley city officials confirmed that Chief Virgil Green is still on administrative leave. They declined to provide any other details, citing privacy laws. Mayor Rosalind Harmon says she's concerned the police department could lose officers. Many officers left the department 2 years ago, but staffing has bounced back.
We finally have been blessed to be able to recover, which is rare. And I feel like if a downfall happens again, it's over for us. Like, we won't be able to recover from that.
2 assistant chiefs are currently leading the police department. And now an update to a story we brought you in May about a local business owner fighting for his life. Tyson Schnitker, owner of Brooklyn Park's Skolvin Distillery, was diagnosed with lung disease and needed a double lung transplant to survive. As Delaney Cleveland reports, he received some good news much sooner than expected.
Hopping on an exercise bike may not seem like the most strenuous task, but for Tyson Schnitker,
a little over a month ago, I needed oxygen just to do this.
This is a sign of significant progress.
It's absolutely incredible.
Schnitker had been diagnosed with lung disease early in 2024, and his health slowly got worse. Doctors said he'd need both lungs replaced and was put on the transplant list last month.
They told me it would probably take 2 to 3 months. Could take longer, could be shorter.
Turns out his wait lasted all of 2 days.
The donor has to go through a lot of testing, CT scans, MRIs, blood testing, tissue testing, looking for different antibodies to make sure that whoever gets these organs is going to be compatible.
After doctors determined the organs were a match, he had to undergo a 7-hour surgery.
They open me up and remove each lung at a time, disconnecting it from the trachea and the heart, and then implanting the new ones.
Surgery was the first step in a long process that kept him in the hospital for several weeks.
Absolutely humbling.
He's been documenting his recovery on social media.
Can't even describe how much strength and stamina I've lost.
He had to learn how to walk again, and he's slowly but surely gaining the strength to do physical activities in his Minneapolis apartment. Meanwhile,
I got all the medications here, and my wife helps with that.
He has to take a slew of antibiotics and antivirals, some of which he'll be on for the rest of his life.
If I just got to take some pills for the rest of my life, I'll gladly take that over being terminally ill.
It's a second chance, thanks to modern medicine and a young person who decided to become an organ donor.
The person that donated their organs to me probably didn't think much of it. They checked that box, and that meant the world to me. They're an absolute hero in my book, and always will be.
In Minneapolis, Delaney Cleveland, CCX News.
Once he makes a full recovery, he said he plans to go mountain climbing in Japan and Norway. The Maple Grove Farmers Market lures shoppers each Thursday during the summer with fresh produce and specialty baked goods. But there's also another draw. As Sarah Allen reports, this one is flying off of shelves in more ways than one.
It's a beautiful market. There's a lot of variety, a lot of vendors.
At Rebecca Mariella Keene's booth, you'll find something a little more unusual than your typical farmer's market fare.
I brought 87 here today.
But buyer beware, these yellow, black, and white creatures won't stay that way or color for long.
And he's going to eat for a day or two. And then he'll go up and hang like the letter J from the top. He'll hang like that about 12 hours, and then he turns into a chrysalis.
Mariella Keene's been selling the monarch caterpillars at the Maple Grove Farmers Market for more than 15 years with her business, Butterfly Memories.
Once in a while, I bring a few home, but I usually sell out every time I come. How many you got today? Just one?
Return customer Kathy Brown bought 4.
I come back because my kids and we watch them grow, and it's just amazing to watch the process.
Parker Lobby is also excited to see his caterpillar transform.
They look cool and fun.
These purchases aren't meant to keep forever. Mariella Keene says once the caterpillar becomes a butterfly, it's time to put them into the wild where they are needed.
I do it because the monarchs are in such short supply. This is the worst year I've seen as far as population, and I hope it was just because we had a cold spring.
With each caterpillar raised, sold, and set free as a butterfly, Mariella Keene says the hope for their future and ours grows.
They're a magnificent creature, and they're pollinators, and the health of the monarch, it goes right along with the bees and everything else that we need to produce food and for sustainability.
In Maple Grove, Sarah Allen, CCX News.
Butterfly Memories sells butterfly kits for $10 a piece. We'll have a link to their site at ccxmedia.org.
The Hopkins American Legion baseball team is home to one of the 16 host sites for the big 96-team Gopher Classic tournament that starts on Friday. The Flyers tuned up for that one with a South Hennepin League game Tuesday night. Chaz Moots has the highlights.
The Flyers went 1-2 in the Stars and Stripes tournament in Delano, hosting Chanhassen on Tuesday night at Big Willow. The Cavaliers started the scoring off in the top of the third. Charlie Johnson cracked to center field all the way to the warning track. Chan scores a run. They'd go up 2-0 on Hopkins. The Flyers answered back in the fourth. Joe Schaefer down the third baseline. Stays fair RBI single for Schaefer to put Hopkins on the board. A couple batters later, Jay Mound once again down the line, this time off third base and into the outfield, good for a 2 RBI single. Hopkins takes the go-ahead 3-2 lead. The Cavs tied the game back up in the fifth, then took the lead in the sixth. Owen Cameron low swing to shallow center, 4-3, Chanhassen in front. Back and forth we go, bottom six, Flyers respond. Schaefer again delivers a base hit. Robert Scholl crosses home and ties the game up at 4. Later in the inning with this hard hit grounder to the outfield, Jake Freestad gives the game its 4th lead change of the evening. The Flyers got one more run and took a 6-4 lead. In the 7th, Chan had runners on third and second with just one out, but after a strikeout, the Flyers closed the deal. Hopkins earns a hard-fought South Suburban League win. They'll host Bennington, Nebraska at 9 a.m. on Friday in their first pool play game of the Gopher Classic. In Minnetonka, Chas Moots, CCX Sports.
It's rodeo time in the northwest suburbs. The Hamel Rodeo takes center stage Thursday through Sunday. Jay Wilcox visited with Ruth Nicholas, who has details on the rodeo.
45th Annual Hamel Rodeo and Bull Riding Bonanza, Corcoran Lions Park, July 10th through the 13th. Shows every night at 7:30. We have a Saturday matinee at 1 p.m. Every year we switch up our specialty act just because we want our fans to experience something different. And this year we have the husband-wife duo, Ryder and Bethany Kisner. Ryder was here 5-6 years ago. He trick ropes and cracks a whip, and she trick rides. And trick riding is like doing gymnastic stunts on the back of a horse, galloping around the arena about 40 miles an hour. Every Saturday for the 1 p.m. matinee we do Family Day, and tickets are discounted. They're $20 a piece. We do extra things for that performance. The kids have a calf scramble, and there's a kids stick horse race, and we are hoping that moms and dads bring their kids, make a day out of it, and just show their kids how enjoyable rodeo and how entertaining rodeo can be. We ask that fans be very careful where they purchase their tickets. HamelRodeo.org is the only official ticket website. Don't be tempted by the messages on Facebook that say that somebody is trying to get rid of their tickets they'd already purchased. Those are not legitimate. Everybody out here is volunteer. So the concessions The parking, the security, the setup, the teardown, that's all done by volunteers, and I am proud to be affiliated with a group like that. The money stays right here. When this rodeo started in 1981, that was the goal. Once the bills are paid, all the extra money goes to 5 different organizations in the community. West Suburban Fire District, Hamel Lions, John Poker American Legion, Heinz and Ditter VFW, and Minnesota Lions Childhood Cancer Fund. So, for example, the money that we give to these organizations that they turn around and give out goes to a wide variety of things. High school scholarships, Can Do Canines, which is a group that works with service dogs, training service dogs. Minnesota Lions Childhood Cancer Fund benefits families who have children undergoing cancer treatment. So that, to me, is very heartwarming that we can come out here, have a good time at the rodeo, and yet know that we're making lives a little bit better for the people around us.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.